Shoko Misaki is literally the worst character in the Index franchise I think I've seen. Like, when you compare her to other characters, okay, side characters, Fukiyose, Himigami, they're there for a wacky Toma needs to talk to a person, type of feel. They're not inherently awful. They can be a little bit annoying when cool stuff's happening, and they're like, "What's this? What's that? Toma, what are you doing?" And they're like, "Get out of the way. Toma needs to do the cool thing," But you know, you can have your issues with Misaka. I like her personally, but there are some people that obviously have some good grievances with her, and they're fully acceptable, about her past and all that, not really being shown, But even like Kuroko, her whole character is a bit annoying, but again, she has her cool moments, and her whole character as a whole still has potential if Kamichi ever does anything with her. But it's like Shoko Misaki. She's been like the absolute, just objectively bad character. You could probably come with some other character, some unknown side character going your nerves at one time, maybe some other character, main character in the series. Maybe at some point you could probably say it's worse, but Shokuhou is like crap. She's awful. Now, when she first got introduced, I was honestly pretty interested. She seemed to be the selfish, in it for herself. I care for myself. I'm gonna do whatever with my powers. That's what her powers seem to be thematically pointing towards. She's only cares about herself. She controls people. Do whatever she wants. All that. The whole freaking arc she's got on seems to just really force it. Go deeper and deeper and deeper into this nonsensical thing that any normal person around her would be like, "Hey, that's kind of messed up what you just did." And no one instead Misaka's fine with her. And that freaking New Testament reverse really freaking cemented that for me. The whole incident she caused, basically. I guess she didn't cause it, but she amplified it. Okay, her whole thing with Toma. It's, the whole, sad story. I met this guy and stuff happens. Never gonna get him back. Gonna have to deal with that and move forward, or become a crazy psychotic person and try to get that back, become the antagonist, basically. But it doesn't really seem she's falling into either or. She's kind of in the weird anime middle where it's like everyone's kind of fine with what she's doing, and she's continuing to get worse and worse, and no one's really saying anything. They're just kind of like, yeah, that's fine. It strikes me as a bit unrealistic. Unrealistic. But this is the way these characters are acting towards her. It's just very strange, because, okay, so Toma becomes Toma. Magic Breaker splits, represents, the whole side of him that regrets not saving people. There wants some upcoments. Old Toma remembers all the Shokuhou Misaki stuff that happened in that one volume. Misaki's like, "Oh, this Toma knows everything. That's cool. I could have him, or he's the real Toma." Ultimately, which results in her mind controlling everybody, trying to kill other Toma, and get this other Toma to be her love interest, I guess, or whatever. And which later on results in everyone kind of accepting her apologies and stuff, and Mizuko's like, "Yeah, not mad at you, even though all the other stuff you kind of been doing, I've been mad at, but nope, I'm not now." Okay, so originally, when she did all that, I honestly thought that she would be the antagonist. She'd be like, she escaped, I'm gonna... the whole incident I honestly thought was going to be her going through this, and once it's all over and Toma does whatever, she realizes, hey, if this happened, I can maybe make it happen again. So maybe she escapes and concocts some plans in order to get the other Toma out again and maybe cause more problems down the road or something like that. I think that would be pretty interesting. The Team Rocket, if you will, the Team Rocket. No, the cleaners of the Team Rocket have been next one I'm talking about. But she's the evil plan maker that wants to kill the original and like get the old one she wants back. Switch. You know, switcheroo. But no, she's just forgiven. Even though all these things she's kind of done has been very questionable and easily being able to like hate her. And it's just everyone, even Toma is like, I don't know. Like, she tried to kill you, but you're like, shouldn't Toma be the most upset out of everybody? She kind of just went against everything he's about. Almost killed Index in that incident, by the way. And like, I don't like for all intents and purposes, the Toma that Misaki knows is dead. I guess in this sense, he technically isn't, because she could try to bring him back again through that whole thing that happened in reverse. But, you know, but again, she doesn't even do that. She's kind of like, whatever, I'll just go to get this original. Even though this original technically would belong to Misaka, because they had the same kind of thing. It's very strange. Even though Toma has never... I think I've never seen Toma legitimately just push. He doesn't even seem to care that much for her, in a sense. He's like, yeah, it's so weird. I don't think I've never seen someone act like an uncaring way towards her. It's very strange. It's just the whole thing just feels out of place. Her character was built up to be again selfish, and she is, but this is up to this is falling into the absurd levels of everyone accepting her selfishness and apologizing for it, when in reality her character should have been like a little bit like that in the beginning and then slowly down. When she did all this, everyone should have objectively called her a criminal, and she would go and try to bring this reverse Toma back or whatever and be out for herself. And maybe later down the road, Toma, like, they come to a realization, you know, maybe she realizes, oh, I'll never get this Toma back, he's dead, I'm going to move on. That would have been a pretty decent arc, but no, she's kind of just there. Doing things, not really. It's just her character is literally the worst. It is literally the worst I think I've ever seen in this series. Now, I don't like some characters in Index. You know, Fukiyose can be annoying. Kuroko's a bit half and half. She can be super cool and super just get out of here annoying a lot of the times. Hamazura, you know, I have some issues with him personally, but he does have some good moments in this series. And he has objectively some good arcs. And then some other characters. I didn't like freaking Kurozone. That's just a me thing. Maybe some of you like Demon Son. Style's not that great. I personally don't care much for Style. He's just Kanzaki, Everyone's or they're cool, or they're great. Shokuhou has fallen to like stupid, tropey girl in anime. She's fallen in the freaking just your run-of-the-mill harem anime that you watch for like an episode and you stop. That's what she's falling into. And, you know, Kimichi's makes some really good characters. Even if they can be really like that, you know, he still manages to make them great or decent in some aspects. But in I don't know what he was thinking with Shokuhou. I guess since she's popular and she's getting a freaking side story manga for some reason, I don't know why. Oh, Shokuhou can get a side, but not Gunha. Not Gunha. You know, that guy everyone likes and wants to see more of? You make one for Kakin? That's cool, I guess. But Shokuhou? Really? Oh, God. Not Mugano. Not Mugano. You know? That would be kind of cool. Not Hamazura? Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Hamazura, but you're not even gonna freaking make him a side story manga either? Like, what? You got one for Accelerator, that was freaking crap, but still you made it. Not even one for Hamazura, your third protagonist in the next series? You made one for freaking Shokuhou? What? Why? Oh, she's the most popular. I'm not gonna freaking touch that garbage with a 10-foot pole, let me tell you that. I don't like Shokuhou. If you can't read my energy, I don't like her. Every time I see her on a freaking cover, it just drains the index energy out of me. It does. I see a girl on a cover at freaking nurse outfit, maybe not order read index for freaking months. Oh, more Shokuhou. I didn't ask for more Shokuhou. You're going to give me more Shokuhou. Okay, sure. Listen, I get it. Kimichi's a writer. He can do whatever he freaking wants with his book. He's obviously passionate for it. Yeah, if he wasn't, he wouldn't keep freaking writing it, and it would turn to garbage by now if he wasn't that interested in it. He's still interested in it. He's still doing this, so obviously he still cares. He has enough energy to come up with these side stories, Shokuhou stuff. He likes Shokuhou, obviously. Maybe he sees something in her. Maybe he's planning to do something with her in the future that'll make me turn the tables and make you think, oh, Shokuhou's a character. But no, she's freaking poop now. She's just an awkward stain on the index thing now, where she doesn't even feel like she belongs in index. She feels like she needs to be in a different anime. It's so weird. I've been writing, okay? I get it. But, I don't understand the whole thing with her. Again, maybe he's planning something in the future for her that might make me think otherwise. Maybe she will go through the Toma thing where Toma's like, hey, you're lusting after me when you're lusting after the Toma in the past. But the guy I was then is dead. Maybe you should go do something. Maybe that's still going to happen. But I just can't. No. Nope. I can't. Like, when she was in Railgun, she was pretty good. Okay? I thought she was interesting. I thought, interesting dynamic with Misaka. Even her dynamics with Misaka now are still somewhat odd. Like, they don't even feel like they were. As if they had some budding romance that just happened. Or friendship. Not romance, God. If that freaking happens, I'm gonna freaking tear my house down. But it's just, even... Okay, Index herself, I personally don't hate her. I freaking don't think she serves a point in the story, because Kimichi tried to change the title to Toma's whole thing last minute, but he couldn't. So now Index is just kind of here, not really doing anything. I thought she would serve some purpose in the future, but she's becoming less and less. Recent volume cover suggests Toma and her are going to USA, so maybe it'll restore it a bit by then. Who knows? It's just so bad. I needed to say this. I needed a vent. Shokuhou is the worst character in this franchise. I thought of every character, and none of the others don't even come close to her. I can't, unless someone here think of a character that's worse that I just forgot. Maybe someone here can enlighten me. She's the worst. She's the worst. I will take like a bunch of Index just biting Toma on the head and constantly talking about food over Shokuhou just not making any human sense at all. I hate her. I don't like her. I hate that she's popular. I don't know why. Maybe people just like her design. Her design's cool. Star eyes. But... Okay. Someone in the comments tell me if there's an objectively worse character. Maybe I'm forgetting someone. I can't think of anyone that got on my nerves or disturbed me as this much as Shokuhou did. Okay, Index got on my nerves, but it wasn't to the point where her character just kind of broke like Shokuhou's did midway. It's more to do with everyone's look on Shokuhou. Shokuhou is still Shokuhou. It's the fact that everybody around her is accepting her actions, and it's like, why? Toma, especially in this series, you have people that like try to kill her, like take over the world, and like use magic to control people, and like sacrifice children for their magic. You have all these magic science people doing absurd, like, evil things. Well, not absurd, but look, questionable things. And like Toma's always the one there. He says no. Puts his frigging foot down, stomps on the ground. He says no. Stop. Shokuhou is just that's what the whole series is about. Sorry, I'm losing my freaking voice. It's what this whole series is about. It's about freaking like ideals clashing. That's what the series is. Who's right? Who's wrong? This whole volume reverse. Okay, listen. I like the Imagine Breaker Toma stuff in reverse. I did. I like the bar scene, but everything Shokuhou just ruined that for me. This whole series is built. This whole series was built upon the fact with ideals versus my ideals. What I think of this, what I think of that. This is wrong and this is right. But Shokuhou did the thing, and everyone's like, what? What's Index? What's this series about? It's just so out of place. She just apologizes for, oops, I controlled everybody and tried to kill Toma. Not well, everyone was confused who was right, who was real, and who wasn't. But still, it's so freaking weird. That whole volume had its good, but it had some freaking questionable bad things in it that I didn't like at all. I don't know where the story goes. Obviously, Kimichi's trying to, make it back to Index. Index Toma going to USA. I wonder if it's going to go modern events. But, be interesting to see that, by the way. But it seems like it's getting back on the right track. I just hope Shokuhou dies. Something happens. I hope she dies. Something. Or either that or Kimichi does some magic and, like, freaking does a 180 on her character. That makes me completely forgive everything she's done up to this point, which I highly doubt. He seems like he's only doing it just to go, oh, she's cool, I like her. I did her design, I did her character, I think she looks cool. Whatever. I get that. I'm a writer too. I think about some of my characters sometimes. But still, it's... Tell me what you think of Shokuhou. What do you think about Shokuhou? Is she cool? Is she poop? I think she's poop. Okay, that's enough of that. I figured ruin my voice. See you guys next video.